Hello, and welcome to the show where I guess Weekend Update jokes because I think Weekend Update is easy comedy. Here are tonight's top stories. Tom Cruise was caught screaming at people over COVID violations on the set of Mission Impossible 7. The movie has been continuously delayed because of COVID issues, and Cruise seems to think the fate of the film industry and the well-being of the entire cast and crew lay on his shoulders. Which, honestly, he's right. Sure, shouting and cursing at people isn't the right way to handle this situation, but people's livelihoods are relying on this movie. I hope someone is making a documentary about the making of this movie, because that would be way more interesting than seeing Tom Cruise dangle from an airplane or jump off a building for the 7th movie in a row. Alternative joke. At least he's screaming about something that matters this time, and not just how much he apparently loves his definitely not chosen by Scientology girlfriend, Katie Holmes. Mike Pence received the COVID vaccine on camera, so we finally know once and for all that he's not made out of metal like other robots. Philanthropist Mackenzie Scott donated $4.2 billion to 384 organizations over the last 4 months. She gave to a variety of groups, including basic needs organizations and colleges that historically serve underrepresented groups. Bill and Melinda Gates better watch out. Mackenzie Scott is coming for you. I didn't really write a joke for this, I just wanted to say it. Maybe next year, instead of giving $4.2 billion to 384 organizations, she'll give $1 billion to one organization and just choose it roulette style. That was not a good joke. That's why you don't improvise jokes. I was introduced to Goop's Christmas gift guide this week. I had many questions, but a lot of them were answered, such as, is this $210 lamp really made out of bread? Yes, but it's coated in resin so it won't go bad. And does this $2,000 Ouija board only connect you to dead millionaires? Also yes. The Supreme Court asked lower courts to reconsider rulings on restrictions of indoor religious ceremonies, interestingly not providing any reasoning whatsoever. I hate to point this out, but before COVID, if a group of people came together to worship something or someone and knew it would result in people dying, we called it a cult. Mayor Pete has been nominated as Biden's transportation secretary, because if South Bend, Indiana is known for anything, it's the fantastic transportation systems. Christmas is looking a bit different this year. To talk more about it, please welcome Santa Claus.
Hi, Kara. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. I'm so happy to be on your show.
Hi, Santa. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. I know it's a really busy time for you.
Super busy, but anytime for you.
Are you looking forward to Christmas this year?
You have no idea. This year has been crazy. The last few weeks, we have just been swamped trying to get everything done in time. I'm telling you, my IT guys have been working day and night trying to get everybody's apps updated and all the credentials for HBO Max done, so everybody will be ready when it comes to Christmas.
Are you giving every child in the world HBO Max for Christmas?
No. This is for us in the North Pole. With such a big event happening on Christmas Day, we decided that everyone could be available to watch it at the same time. Unfortunately, elves are kind of old school, and the older elves, they're pretty good with something like a rocking horse, but don't ask them to try to install something on a smartphone.
What do you mean by big event on Christmas Day?
Well, it's the biggest event of the year so far. It's the release of the Wonder Woman movie, Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh, you're a big Wonder Woman fan?
I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan, and I got to tell you, I was a Linda Carter fan. the 70s show. I know people think it's cheesy, but I loved it. And Linda Carter, beautiful woman, still great. When Gal Gadot was cast, I was kind of upset about that because she didn't really fit the profile. I mean, I'd seen her in the Fast and Furious movie. I mean, who hadn't? But I just didn't think she could pull it off. But I'm telling you, starting with Batman versus Superman, she was fantastic, and she was absolutely the best thing about Justice League. And of course, her original movie, which also directed by Patty Jenkins, was fantastic. Everybody at the North Pole loved it. The elves are huge fans. Even the reindeer are excited about this.
You didn't like the Justice League movie?
It's entertaining enough, I suppose. It just felt kind of like it was hacked together, which apparently it was. So I guess I'm kind of holding out hope for the Snyder Cut, and that's supposed to be coming on HBO Max, and I will probably have a similar excitement about that. as long as, the upfront reviews seem to think it's going to be okay.
Interesting. So I gotta ask, you seem very caught up with Wonder Woman coming out. Are you prepared for your actual job?
Yeah, we've been working that all year, and honestly, it's been the hardest thing for me this year has been maintaining the Naughty and Nice book, because with COVID, it's thrown everything kind of off. So it's really kind of hard to assess Naughty versus Nice in the COVID era, because everybody's behavior's changed a lot. I mean, some people obviously naughty. I won't name any names, but we know one of them who's going to be looking for a job next month. Definitely on the naughty list. A lot of people have behaviors have been not overtly horrible, but going out in public without wearing a mask and complaining about that. I mean, that's not good. That's naughty. So there's a lot of people who are going to be disappointed on Christmas morning because they made the wrong choices.
Interesting. I noticed that your beard is a bit shorter than usual.
Yeah, thanks for noticing. I just like everyone else, I have to be careful about my PPE. So I tried different masks with my old beard, and they just didn't work. So I trimmed my beard back like this. The masks work a lot better. Hey, you guys might be going to the grocery store, and that's okay. But I'm going to literally hundreds of millions of houses in one night, and some of those people have not been great about social distancing and wearing their PPE. So I have to be more careful. So I'm going to be very careful. I cut my beard. But on a personal note, Mrs. Claus really likes it. She says I look younger. She's the other day she said I don't look a day over 300, and so I'm going with it. So I may keep it cut like this forever. On another note, I said everyone in the North Pole is excited about Wonder Woman. The elves are big fans. Like I said before, even the reindeer really like it. Mrs. Claus, she, I thought she might be a skeptic because she's not. I mean, she watches the superhero movies and science fiction and my movies because she loves me, and I watch her movies, the romantic comedies and whatnot. But she really likes Chris Pine, and so I'm very happy that she's as excited about this as I am. I think Chris Pine has replaced Colin Firth on her list, although he may not have replaced him, but just joined him. So that's going to be good. The biggest problem I have with the Wonder Woman movie is it's going to be really late when I get back, and the movie will have come out several hours earlier, and most of the elves, probably all of them, and the other staff will have seen it already. So I'm going to have to lock myself, and hopefully Miss Claus will lock ourselves in our room. We'll watch it, just because these elves, they're so gossipy, and they will basically spoil everything if I give them a chance. So I got to get in there, and I've got to see the movie before I talk to anybody else. Because these little guys, I mean, they'll talk your ear off, and they have no concept of spoilers. So that's going to be a challenge for me.
Do you have any advice for everyone out there that's going to be celebrating Christmas during COVID this year?
Everyone try to make the best of it. We're all in, this 2020 has been a crazy year, and we're all trying to do the best we can, including Santa Claus and his staff. Some of you might be disappointed because you're on the naughty list, but that's your choices, and I there's nothing I can do about that. That's kind of where the hole you dug yourself. For COVID, again, I think we have a light at the end of the tunnel. Perhaps we have several effective vaccines. It's just a matter of getting them out to the people who need them. Christmas time, please social distance. Wear your mask. Wear other PPE. Wash your hands. Don't go over to grandma's in a giant group of people, because that's a very high risk activity. Just stay safe, and I'll see you in a few days.
All right. Thank you so much for being here. Santa Claus, everyone.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
The FDA approved Moderna's COVID vaccine this week. I will say this for the coronavirus pandemic, it's really upped the name recognition of mRNA-based vaccine companies. As of the recording of this video, a stimulus bill is still in progress in Congress. Wow, $600. That will surely save me from crippling debt and help the economy. Luckily, Republicans were not able to get protections for businesses against lawsuits from employees who contract COVID into the bill, but they also managed to keep out aid from state and federal governments. Which is very interesting, because I thought Republicans were all about states' rights. Isn't that the entire foundation of your "I'm not racist, it's a heritage" flag thing? This isn't a joke so much as a desperate plea for Republicans to have any semblance of self-reflection at all, but I suppose that's asking for a lot. After all, Mitch McConnell doesn't show up in pictures or mirrors. Speaking of our buddy boy Mitch, he finally recognized Biden's victory this week, only 6 weeks after the election. Though, to be fair, he's been counting electoral votes with his fingers, so it takes him a bit longer than the average person. Sir Ian McKellen received the COVID-19 vaccine this week, describing himself as euphoric about it. With his newfound immunity, he has now been upgraded to Sir Ian the White. Get it? That's a Lord of the Rings joke. Representative Deb Holland of New Mexico has been nominated to lead the Department of Interior. If confirmed, she will be the first Native American to run a cabinet-level agency. This is quite the change from the usual old white man who cares about money more than people or the environment. Prosecutors in 38 states accuse Google of illegally arranging its search results to push out smaller rivals like Bing and DuckDuckGo. This is just one of many antitrust laws brought against Google recently. I know the government doesn't want to hear this, but it's kinda too late. If you'd done something about this 20 years ago, maybe there'd be a Coke versus Pepsi style Google or Ask Jeeves debate, but we're far past that. Honestly, we should all just welcome our Google robot overlords at this point. After all, you're watching this video on YouTube and not Vimeo. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I like having the real guests, it's fun. Thank you very much to Molly for sending me some headlines, and also to Santa Claus for being here. I know it's a very, very busy time of year for him, and so it was very nice that he took some time out of his schedule to come and talk to me. Also, I really hope Wonder Woman is good for his sake, because yikes if it's not. Oh, this is like the last video of the year, I guess, and I don't know when they're coming back, but I guess I'll be here for that. Happy New Year. Bye.